It's warm. It doesn't feel like February. It's gonna feel like February by Saturday, and we got rain on the way. No snow, though. Sorry, snow fans. Let's talk about it in this Hump Day edition of a Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning. It's Wednesday, 14th February 2024. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Bully-in-Chief David Reimer. It is going to be a warm spring-like day across the state of Texas. If you wanted winter weather for Valentine's Day, well, you're out of luck. Sorry. In other news, it's going to rain. Let's get into it with today's high-resolution rapid refresh model. Excuse me. We're going to see clouds definitely on the increase across southeastern half of Texas this afternoon, perhaps a few sprinkles, not expecting any significant precipitation. We may have fog tonight across the Concho Valley, the Big Country, all the way down through the Hill Country, Central Texas, Southeast Texas, all the way down to South Texas, Rio Grande Valley, and the Texas Gulf Coast as moisture increases ahead of increasing rain chances. Tomorrow, you can see some of that actually by Thursday morning in the Rio Grande Valley off this model. Northwestern half of Texas, you should stay mostly clear through tonight and Thursday morning. We'll jump over to the European weather model. This is a look at Thursday afternoon through Sunday afternoon. Boy, that ran through there pretty quickly. Anyway, as you'll see on this model, we're expecting quite a bit of rain from Thursday, Friday, into Saturday morning across South Texas, Rio Grande Valley, the Rio Grande Plains, lower, middle, upper Texas, Gulf Coast, Edwards Plateau, east through south central Texas, the coastal plains, into southeast Texas, the Golden Triangle, lighter rain chances possible, east Texas, and northern half of the Brazos Valley, central Texas, though we may even see a few showers pop along that cold front that we're going to be talking about more in a minute, as it moves southeast Friday night and Saturday across the Arklatex, North Texas, East Texas. Man, that animation ran through very quickly. It didn't look like that when I rendered it out. My apologies. That definitely is fast. But in other news, rain chances will end on Saturday from northwest to southeast as a relatively decent cold front pushes in, brings drier air with it, and we'll also see comparatively cooler temperatures getting knocked back into the 50s. Forecast rain totals over the next several days, mainly tonight through Saturday morning. We're expecting 1 to 2 inches of rain. Edwards Plateau, especially along and south of Eagle Pass, over to San Antonio, south central Texas to Victoria, south into the Rio Grande Plains, deep south Texas, the Rio Grande Valley, up into the coastal bend, 1 to 2 inches of rain possible, locally higher amounts. We could see some minor flooding, but not expecting widespread flooding or a significant risk of severe thunderstorms. It just doesn't look like we're going to be dealing with much in the way of instability or the Jews needed to produce more organized thunderstorm activities in terms of hail, damaging winds, spinny doom. Heavy rainfall? Yeah, we got moisture for that. Potential for 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain along and south of Eagle Pass, San Antonio, Harris County, Houston Metro to Beaumont Line. At this point, we're not even expecting more than 1/10 of an inch of rain north of a line from Del Rio to Georgetown to Bryan College Station to Lufkin. So this will be a southeastern half to southeastern third of Texas event with rain chances Thursday, Friday, ending the first half of Saturday as cooler air filters in. High temperatures across the state of Texas today. It is going to be in the 60s and 70s, maybe a little cooler in the hill country, but yeah, it's warm for February, no doubt about that. Here's Thursday. Oh my. We're expecting highs 50s in the Panhandle, 60s West Texas, Northwest Texas, borderland far West Texas, into Texoma, the Arklatex. Everyone else, 70s. Yep, it looks like late March or early April. So we head into Friday. You can see that cold front starting to arrive in the Panhandle, where we will be lucky to get out of the 30s and 40s by Friday afternoon. 50s West Texas. Everyone else still in the 60s and 70s, even with rain chances in the southeastern third of Texas. It'll definitely feel spring-like to tropical-like. And then you can see crashy the cold front arrives Friday night to Saturday. A freeze across the northwestern half of Texas Saturday morning. That means dropping below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, with highs on Saturday in the 40s across the northern 2/3 to northern 75% of Texas. It's going to feel chilly. It's going to be a raw day, that's for sure, with 50s to low 60s right along the Texas Gulf Coast, far west Texas in the borderland, Big Bend region, down into the Rio Grande Valley. But, I mean, here's Sunday. I mean, we're already back up in the 60s and 70s, western half of Texas. That's going to feel great. Still in the 50s, eastern half of Texas to near 60. So, nasty cold snap, yeah, it's going to last 36 to 48 hours. Non-Arctic outbreak, which is some of you may recall, we were warning against a couple weeks ago because, like I said, long-range weather model guidance, sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. In this case, when it was showing a crazy Arctic outbreak about this time, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, uh, highs in the 40s and 50s doesn't count as an Arctic outbreak. Highs in the 70s. Remember, weather model guidance sometimes is right, but in the long range, it's usually not. On the bright side, next week, well, let's just take a look. Here's the extended range outlook for next week from the Climate Prediction Center. Yeah, that doesn't look very Arctic outbreaky, does it? I mean, I'll throw some shade my way. Last week, we were talking about the North Atlantic Oscillation going negative, the potential for a cold snap last half of February. I mean, yeah, we're going to have a cold snap on Saturday, but that's not exactly what I meant by big cold snap. Regardless, as we head into the final week of February and beyond for what it's worth, up to about March 1st, the Climate Prediction Center has us in above average temperatures. It's going to be warm. It's going to feel like April. Below average precipitation chances. Yeah, most of next week we're going to be dry. After rain chances move out Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, we may be dry for a week. It's going to be dry. We're going to warm up, which means combined with the freezing temperatures, which, by the way, may include the northwestern two-thirds of Texas Sunday morning, we're going to have to keep an eye out for dormant fuels, especially after the freeze. Some grass fire danger we may have to deal with, especially with some dry weather and warmer temperatures, plus freeze-cured grasses. But, I mean, after the rain chances Thursday, Friday, Saturday, brief cold snap, cool snap, whatever, we're going to be quiet. We're going to have a pretty long duration of nice weather stretch. Highs, 60s, 70s, maybe even some 80s. It's going to feel like late March, early April. We're probably going to see some vegetation start coming back alive. Would I say it's a good idea to start planting cold-sensitive plants yet? Probably not. We will probably have at least one more cold snap sometime in March and maybe even early April. But for now, nope. I mean, after this weekend, we're going to be warm for at least a week. So, hey, enjoy it. Might as well, right? Get some outdoor chores done. Y'all make it a great Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, but it is Wednesday, and we're almost to 18,000 YouTube subscribers on the Texas Weather Center channel. Thank you very, very much. We do appreciate all of y'all coming along for the journey. I realize during less active weather, it's not so exciting, but hey, you know what? It's nice to be able to just sit back, relax, spend a couple $100 on computer parts and build that for stuff we want to do during the spring months later. So we'll see how that works out. We're excited. That's it for your Texas Weather Roundup on this Wednesday. Y'all make it a great Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Have a good one. God bless.